You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and today we're checking out a very special subscription box, Butch.
It looks interesting. Is there food involved here, LPS-Dave, in any way?
Not one of the food crates.
I always pick the wrong one.
Creation crate.
Okay. All right, I'll have to do it. I'll have to go with that.
It is a pretty much like a little tech kit you get every month, and you build something and you create it.
Really?
And then get to display it or play with it or, that kind of stuff.
And do you display it in the crate?
No, you would take it out of the crate, which I will do right now. I'll just move it to me.
I'm trying to follow you. I'm new to the whole crate scene, LPS-Dave.
Okay.
But I've seen a bunch of food crates, and I was hoping that's what this was.
Building the makers of tomorrow, not the eaters of tomorrow.
No.
This is the makers. Now we are going to make something.
All right.
Usually when I do these unveilings, by the way, thanks to Creation Crate for sending this. I like to show everybody, that initial, ooh, like fireworks.
That new Creation Crate
box opening, officially, ooh.
Wow, bubble wrap.
Yes. Ooh,
Today,
electronics.
We're going to show you kids how to make bubble wrap.
Ooh, look.
A book.
Stuff.
Whoa.
Get in there. Get in there.
Wow.
Okay, so let's see. This is a USB cable, so we might have to hook something up there. This looks like solderless breadboard. Don't know what that is. And then we have some sheets. Oh, some stickers. Tech-inspired, and I am a maker.
Ooh, maybe I can hang those on in my office.
We got a couple cables in assorted lengths, and then we have some light bulbs. Okay. And then what looks to be a circuit board. Okay, a little circuit board.
Fancy packaging.
And then separate each wire. It's like licorice, huh?
See, now you got to go talk about food.
I know, so we'll do that. And then a booklet. So we are building the mood lamp.
Oh, cool.
What mood are you in right now, Butch?
I'm in a mood to create, LPS-Dave.
Okay, look at this. So now this, we don't want to touch too much, being electronic. You don't want your, look at that. So here is a pin board type thing. And here is your main board, which everything's going to connect to. This probably goes to the cable, which goes to a USB device, maybe like a laptop or your computer.
Wow.
So maybe there's some programming, I'm not sure. This looks like the top piece of the lamp, now that we know what we're doing. It reminds me of those floating lamps, where you light the candle.
Send them up in the air.
You think this is going to float? I don't think so. Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
It's like a marshmallow.
Oh, boy.
All right, so we have licorice and marshmallow.
Oh, LPS-Dave.
I know, you're hungry. All right, so let's take a look at this. We will review this, Butch and I. We'll see what's involved. We will get started. I'm not sure if we can do the whole thing in one video or not. I don't know if you're going to be around later or not, but I have to
I know I'll be eating later.
Study these little boards and kind of understand the whole process. Type the code below into the program. Okay, so let's do that. We'll come back and we will take a look at it.
Yeah.
All right, I have got the first group of steps and components.
Incoming, LPS-Dave.
Oh, that might help.
Just trying to help. I was back looking at my techie nerdy gear.
Your techie nerdy gear? Okay, I could put that on.
And I saw some
used that before.
teeny little writing.
Yeah? Oh, that's good. That's nice. Got the little eyepiece.
Now you can see.
That's cool. And then I just put on my little headlights. Look at that. Now I've got some extra light for my tech job here. All right.
You look dapper, LPS-Dave.
All right, so let me get my magnifier in place. All right, really good.
You look like the little, the cobbler.
Okay, so we are starting.
Watchkeeper.
Yeah, the watchkeeper. I'm the cobbler, the peach cobbler, that is. First, let's connect the components. Okay, so really the LEDs, they give you little lines to kind of line up like the red one starts on 10 and it goes back to 9. So it's not 10 to 10, it's 10 to 9. And then 12 back over and then 14 back over. So it's right in front of the 15 there. So that is the little light. So let's do that. All right, let's see. So they want the longer side in this first row. So this one starts on 10 and goes to 9.
Careful. Now, you won't get a shock from that, will you?
I don't think I'm going to get a shock. I hope I don't. Now, it looks like you press it into a certain part, and then it gets the soldering. I say soldering, but I just like to mix up words sometimes, Butch.
Just for fun.
And then 2 over goes the next one, long side here. And then back over. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, huh? It's been a long time since we've done a real sophisticated project before.
And it seems like it's important that you get it exactly in the right one, right?
And then this one needs to be on number 14. Okay, and then back over 1.
If you just started putting those in random spots, do you think it would explode at some point?
I don't think it's going to explode. We don't want to give any misconception here, Butch. All right, so I think that is the first part. All right. Now they give you all the little details and little things you need to watch out for. So now it says make sure the resistors line up on the same column. So it looks like they show row 2, right? And then number 29 for this one. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. So we're going to bend this. Okay. They don't really tell you how far. Like, there's no little gauge there to say bend it a certain amount or anything like that. So we're just going to have to guesstimate. So 29 to like 36. 29. Ooh, you can feel it when it presses in there. Oh, 36. That's way back here. Okay, there we go.
Okay, did you notice anything happening there? Do you feel it heating up or anything?
No shock or anything like that, no. But I may want to rebend some of these in a little bit here as we move along. Then it says, oh, make sure the resistor, so the next row up, so it's got to touch there. Yeah, you want to kind of work these a little bit. I think I'm not necessarily rushing, but you know what I'm saying.
No.
You don't know what I'm saying. I think I'm going to want to verify these little connecting points. And then they show it to kind of like 39 in the third one over. Okay. I wonder if you can trim these. So that's kind of where we're at. So let's double check all that.
What is this going to be, LPS-Dave? I'm so confused.
It's a Chinese lantern, I believe.
It does not look like any type of mood lamp I've ever seen.
It doesn't look like a mood lamp to you? The Chinese papered lantern was the piece I showed earlier, but we don't need that yet. So let's move on to the next group of steps.
All right.
All right. We are moving right along. We wanted to investigate the next group of steps. Okay. This is you are using U-shaped wires here because they are flat. So we're in this section right here. Attach U-shaped wires to the 6 locations shown below. All right. So I have another. I actually got it on my phone here because it's a much bigger picture. They said you can go. So this one is going to go here. And then in the column D, see everything's nicely labeled A, B, C, M, okay. And then you have 1, 5, 10 all the way down. So as long as we're in that second row, we're good. And you push.
Give it some muscle, LPS-Dave.
Yes, I will. There we
careful.
go. Okay, let me go to the next one. I don't think it matters, so let me pull that one out. You know, as we learn here and get more kits every month, we will get better, eh? Okay, see that? Okay, now we're going to do the green in the next one. Basically what I'm seeing here, Butch, is that the power is going to come in one side and go through the other side to create that loop.
Interesting.
Does that sound too technical for you? Loops?
Fruit Loops.
Okay, and then the last one. There we go.
Just like that.
I think so.
Licorice.
As always, we like to review everything, and then we'll move on to the next group of steps. Ooh, this is exciting. All right, Butch, I have since peeled apart my...
Incoming, LPS-Dave. I thought, just in case you need it.
Okay, screws, in case I need screws.
Well, this is a special bowl. I was using this as a dog bowl for a while there, and then Lefty dropped some metal.
Oh, look at that.
I realized it's a magnet.
It's a magnetic bowl for your little parts. Oh, I like that.
So I had to get a new bowl.
I don't think these will stick, so we don't have to worry about it. Maybe these will stick. No, they don't stick. All right, so here we go. Oh, these have copper ends. All right, so where are we at here now? Pulling these apart. Thanks for the bowl, by the way.
My pleasure.
I don't think I need anything because nothing's really magnetic here. Now I just
You never know.
I need to now connect the wires to the actual circuit board. Here we go. Okay. Now it doesn't really say you can or cannot use any particular wire. The colors are arbitrary because even though we have a green light, they show a green wire. Okay, that just means that green light is going to follow through to the circuit board over here. And then this actually is not mounted onto this. They say in the picture it kind of looks like it is, but it really just needs to set off to the side.
It stays loose.
The only one I can really match up would be the red. So let me do this first. So this will be our red. It goes to number 9. So it looks like this clips in here. Okay, and then this is going to go to the red on the end all the way over here. And then it's going to match up here. Okay, so now we're making that circuit. And then the green, let's call black green. I know that's not going to help you at all, but okay, that is the next one.
It's perfect for me.
Okay, and then we'll do the blue as orange. And then that's the next one. We'll have to verify all this and double check everything before we
We'll know when we see the sparks.
before we power it up. There should be no sparks. Okay, and then number
Famous
1
last words.
is the end of this circuit here. I'm going to turn it this way here. I'm working on this side here. Okay. Is the end of this circuit. Now everything's reversed at me. To the end, and it's going to cross over. So it's going to create this circuit to the other side of this panel here. Okay, that's looped. Get that?
100% mud.
100%, huh? And the same thing, well, here, let's do this one. They show this one where these two connect here. Okay, on the outside of this here. Okay, and then this goes to the board. Now everything's reversed. So let me just flip it around here so I understand what numbers they're pulling here. Okay, so that one goes to the end of this first board here. Okay, and then now number 40, which is the end of this one here. Okay, loops to the outer side of this here, so it looks like it's helping that circuit line here with this plus and then the minus. You know what pluses and minuses are, don't you?
Yes. Math.
Math. And then there is one right here, okay, which is number 4, which goes on the outside all the way to the end. It looks like right here. Okay. Wow. Is that all on camera?
Wow.
And then there's a number 5, 2 down. 1, 2. I will double check. I'm kind of moving fast here. And that goes to the second slot, which is bringing the power all the way into here. Okay.
Boy, LPS-Dave, all I can think about is spaghetti right now for some
Yes.
reason.
So let's recap, review. We will come back, double check everything. I think we're close, and then we were close to actually testing this.
Oh, we're going to light it up?
Yeah. All right, we are back. The last thing, Butch, is actually to get the lantern in place. Now that we've checked, have you checked everything?
I did the battery check.
The battery. We're not supposed to lick the connections.
It worked.
It worked.
Exhilarating.
Exhilarating. Well, fortunately, there's no power there, so I think that's all you got was maybe just a little prick of the wire in the old tungers there.
Well, whatever it was, it sure felt like a battery.
All right, so this piece now goes in the lantern. You see the bottom of the lantern has these 2 holes, okay? And then you put this in here like this, and this in here like this.
I know.
And then this, what do you know?
LPS-Dave, I was in Thailand. I saw them doing this once.
Really?
They float these all over the place.
And then this goes over the bulb. So I'll have to work on that, but I think you could just slide it in once you get it set. I'll get it set just right. But that is our paper lantern. Now the next thing, Butch, is to actually hook this up. Oh, by the way, this one was magnetic. Look at that.
I knew it would come in handy.
That is pretty cool. So now all my pieces, minus the screws, are set. Those don't come with it. And then looks like this connects to here. And then we need to head over to the computer.
We?
download. What? You can't stick around?
Are you French?
You can't stick
Hey,
around?
LPS-Dave, I was thinking.
Yeah.
I've been working. This has been hard.
Hard.
I'm exhausted. Are you hungry?
I am.
Hey, would you mind if I stuck out and grabbed us some lunch?
No, go ahead.
My treat.
All right, well, I'll head over to the computer. I will download and proceed without Butch.
Spaghetti, licorice.
Actually,
What do you...
Taco Bell sounds good right now.
Taco Bell. Coming up.
All right. Good thing I double-checked. I was going over everything one more time and noticed we had missed this 1, 2, and 3 right there. Those were those little jumpers. I was actually going through and everything and then saying, why do I have these? Reviewed everything and then realized these need to go in here. So this kind of jumps what I believe to be the power side to the control side. Now here we go. This one's going to go to here and then out here. Okay, so there's one more little jumper. Without that, I don't think this would have worked. So that's why it's good to double check everything and go over it. Okay, so let's head over to the programming part of this, and we'll continue on. All right, one more quick update as I was double checking everything again just to make sure. I had these reversed, I believe. So the outer one here goes to the right one, the middle one goes to the center, and this one goes to the left side. So I wanted to verify that. I've double checked everything now. One more time, let's head over to the computer and continue on with the process. All right, I am here. I am at my PC. It said to type in this URL, which I did, and this should take us to the website to grab the software we need. And I need to download the Windows installer. So let's do that. Just download. All right, here we go. Let's put it in here. All right, when that finishes, I will come back and then we'll start it up and see what happens. All right, let's double click on the execution file. And here we go. Ooh. It's over here on this screen. And we agree. Let's make sure we got the driver. Yes, we will need that. Okay, here we go. Let's move this to the F drive. And then install. Alright, so as I get further along here, I will keep checking back. Alright, so now it wants us to install this USB driver because that's what's hooked up to the lamp. So let's install that. Looks like it's just got a little bit left on the end here to finish installation. Let's see. Alright, well, I'll just keep checking back as I move along with the process. Alright, my icon has appeared, so let's double click on that. Let's see, sketch. Alright, so here we go. How do we start? Open the program and navigate to File, Menu, and then New. Let's start a new project. Oh, it is new. Alright, so it looks like it automatically started with a new program here. Delete all of the existing code. No, the program is made up of lines of code. Navigate to File, Save, and save as Mood Lamp. Okay, delete all. File, save as Mood Lamp. Okay. Navigate. Okay, done that. Turn the page and start programming. All right, here we go. Let's see. Type the code below into the program. All right, here we go. Creation create mood lamp. That's just a line that tells you what the actual code is. Oh, there's more text. Hold on. This lamp smoothly cycles through a color spectrum. Period. Then they skip a line. It only turns on when it's surrounding. I guess I don't have to read it out loud to you, but are dark. And if I'm spelling something wrong, I'll come back later and fix it. Color equations will be using these later. Okay. Red equals SIN. Is that syntax X? Green equals X plus PI/3, and then blue. Oops, supposed to be an equal sign there. I think this is just a descriptive line. This is not actually coding yet. X plus 2PI/3. Okay, so we're assigning values here. Make sure I got that right. X plus, oh, that's a 2. And that's a plus. Oh, okay, shift. All right, there we go. These equations are how the program will calculate the brightness of the LEDs. Step 1. Input user defined variables. Bunch of lines. Think of variables like containers. They're used to store information. Okay. Ooh. I wonder if you could change the coloring of the font to a darker font. Information, period. This probably ends this little line there. And then int, int, pul, pulse speed equals 5. Okay. Now I'm not sure. I have the videotape running, so I haven't determined if it's actually hooked up with anything yet. So what I'll probably do is finish typing in this sentence. Sorry, wrong sentence. This value controls how fast the mood lamp runs. I guess you're putting these notes in for someone later who wants to get information on what you've programmed and how you've programmed it. You can replace this with any whole number. Okay. So if I want the pulse speed to be 6, I can change it to 6, I guess. Alright, so let me take a break here. Alright, I am actually timing how long it's going to take me to finish typing this in, and then just noticing some things now that kind of correspond to what we were doing putting it together. But you can see here, this line here is kind of saying the red LED in digital pin 10, so it's kind of corresponding to those locations. So I'm going to keep typing. I think what I'm going to do is just let the camera run and maybe speed it up, take out the sound, but see if I can just type this all in and how long it takes. right, so that took approximately 34 minutes for me to type all that in, so over a half hour. Now I will need to clean up some stuff, like these extra brackets at the bottom, and then I will go through everything now line by line and double check it just to see. I mean, I could just upload it and see if it's right, but I know a lot of different little brackets and closing brackets which I needed to make sure are right, which are hard to see in the little booklet. So I will check over this, come back, and then we will move on to the next step. Alright, here we go. I don't want to do this update here. I have double checked everything. I am back. Now what I need to do is plug in. So here's the big test. Almost there. So now connect your board to your computer. So I actually have the camera running, so I'll do that. We'll see if any lights light up. Okay, so some red lights went on. One is flashing. I don't know if that's good or bad. And now here's where we need to move to the next step. So navigate to Tools. Make sure that we have the COM set. Looks like it's this one here. It's what's checked under the port, I mean. And then, let's see. Check the board. That was in here. We have the right board, so it knows that. And then navigate to Sketch. And then upload. You should see this at the bottom. Done uploading. Let's see. Oop, I see errors. Alright, so I have to do some investigation. It says red LED was not declared in this scope. So I need to figure that out. Maybe I should double check everything one more time. And then I'll come back and then we'll proceed. Alright, moving right along, I have found my errors. Remember, it was highlighting this line here in red. So I went back to the beginning, double checked everything, and found two little issues. One is this capital L is supposed to be lowercase, and two is this ED, both should be lowercase. So that was the only thing that was causing the issue. So they really want you to go over that code, make sure everything is just right. You got to check all your brackets and make sure everything is set. So now when I do Sketch, Upload, it is compiling and it's uploading. But the issue now is that it's not connecting through my USB. So that is the next thing I need to resolve, but at least we're one step further. So let me work on that, come back, and then I'll update the video. Alright, here we go. I am one step further now. I have solved my USB cable issue. Now what was happening was, under the ports, it kept going for COM1, so I had to reinstall the drivers, actually install a special set of drivers I got for them. Finally got it to install on COM6. So let me flip the camera on, put that up in the corner so you can see what's going on there. The lights are lit up. Now if I change these values back to where they originally were, I will show you what happens while it's recording there. Alright, and then we'll play with this a little bit. Now remember, it's got to be low light conditions, so let me upload the sketch. So you see down here it says compiling, and then once it gets to the actual board, now see what happens. Check it out. So the blue, the green, and the red are now on. Okay, so those are the variables. Those are variables I could change. Like if I just want to turn the blue off right now, I could set this to 0 and then re-upload the sketch. Now the blue light will go off. Okay, so just red and green are lit, so let's turn that one back on. Let me do this. I'm going to turn off the lights, and then I will put the little cover back. Well, let me do this. I'll just show you really quick. Now, if I change the speed, the lower the number here, the faster it actually goes. So if I change this to 20, as you see right now, it's slowly going through the lights and slowly going up and down. So if I change this to 20, it'll speed that up even, and slow that down even more. So now each color is going to take longer to change. So slowly the red's going up now. Okay, so let's set this back to 5. Let's set this back to 2. I believe that's a variable it'll accept. Alright, so let me reset my camera there. I'll turn off the lights completely. I'll put the little cover back on, and then we'll play a little bit more with these numbers here. Be right back. Alright, I am back. The lights are out. I have the little cover on, and it's cycling through now. I wanted to show you now, if you put a light to the light sensor, how it'll stop the light from actually working. So let me do that. Alright, I'm over at the camera now, so I'm going to put a little tiny light on top of this sensor here, and watch this. So that's telling the light that there's too much light in the room for it to turn on. See that? Okay, so I'm going to let that cycle through now. Alright, I am back to my computer here. Let's see now, the variables like this controls the brightness. So if I turn this down, now it says 2, let's go to 100, and then I'll upload the sketch. So now the whole thing should be a little darker. Alright, let me drop it down to 50 and see if we can see a real noticeable difference. 50, sketch, upload. Okay. Let's drop it down even more. Let's drop it down to 10. Let's see if it likes this. It will tell you if there's a variable that doesn't match. Okay. And then let's let that run through a cycle. Let's switch this back now to 255 where it was. Now if I want to just show you the green light, which is not as bright as the other ones, which is what I noticed here. Watch this. Okay, that's as bright as the green will go. So now I can turn the green off by changing this to 0, putting this back to 9, and this back to 11. Now the two colors will be on. So now it'll go from blue to like a red, almost give you a purple glow. And it's as bright as it can be now. Alright, so we have the pulse speed kind of where we need it. Let me turn the green back on. I'm just going to let it go now. I think that wraps it up, pretty much covered it. Now I'm using Windows 7, so if you're using Windows 7, you do have to do some different things to get it to work with the COM port correctly. Alright, I think I'm just going to turn down the sound, put on a little relaxing music. Much more relaxing than the other music, but I thought I'd give you a little twist on that. So if you want to see more cool videos for our monthly subscription box, then look in that description. I'll have a playlist there. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. I sure did. You know, they always say when you're cutting a piece of lumber, measure twice, cut once. But when you're doing coding, check it over 50 times to make sure. You got to check every little detail before you upload, just to make sure it's right. And again, thanks for watching and supporting Lucky Penny Shop. Later! If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.
thanks for watching.